What's up guys, TSL here, back with a brand new how to make a game like Superpower Training Simulator video. In today's video we will be making a settings GUI for our game, so let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to need is the screen GUI for our settings GUI. So we'll go into start GUI, insert a screen GUI, and we'll call it, you guessed it, settings GUI. If I could type. So now we don't really have too many settings to add as of right now. I should also mention we will be adding it so that we can jump higher as we get more agility too, because we forgot to do that. And that will also be another setting, setting our jump power and obviously having a max. But anyways, so let's go here and we'll just insert a frame for now. Here we will just make it bigger, so we'll set it to like 0.4, 0, 0.5, 0. And we'll just scale it from there. I think this is pretty good. Maybe we'll do a 0.85 on the Y. And then we're going to do a position of 0.5, 0, 0.5, 0. Anchor point 0.5, 0.5. Alright, there we go. So now we have a GUI in our center, and I was told you can do something like there's some use rounded corners in the GUIs for the GUI. So let me try to find that real quick. Alright guys, well I didn't see it, so I'm just going to use my Roundify plugin. You can get this plugin, it's free. The Stelrex's Roundify plugin. Alright, so now we have a nice round frame, and we can change the background color, or not the background color, the image color, because it's an image frame now. And let's make it like a pretty nice, pretty bright blue. Something like that looks actually pretty good. So 0,146, 255 if you want that same color. And yeah, let's continue. So we will now we'll duplicate this, and we'll just put it as a child. We'll call it shadow, and we'll set the size to 1, 0, 1, 0. And then we'll just bring it down a little. We'll change the color to make it darker, a darker version. And we'll take our original frame and make the z-index equal to 2. And then now we have like a little shadow to make it look 3D. And do something like that. And yeah, that looks pretty cool. Looks 3D to me. Alright, actually no, that doesn't look right. Alright, well that's how it's gonna be. I guess maybe we can make it a little bit darker to make it really stand out a little more. Alright, so I actually don't like that. It kind of looks like a border, so I'm just gonna hide it at the edge and just have it on the bottom. Alright, so now in here what I'm going to do is add a text label. And we will use the Roundify plugin on that as well. Alright, so now first things first, we have to change the z-index of the text label to 3. We will change the background color, or change the z-index of the text label Roundify to 3, and the text label to 4. And then we will change the size of the text label to 0.5, 0, 0.3, 0. And that should be like a 0.15 on the X. on the Y. And actually, it's still too big, so 0.1. Alright, let's just use this. 0.118. So then we will set the position to a 0.5, 0, 0, or negative 0.05, 0. and then we'll have an anchor point of 0.5 comma negative 0.05, or yeah, just 0. Alright, so that's actually perfect. That's what we want. So now we can change the background color to be 0,146,255. And we will change the text scale to true. We'll have a sources sans bold and a color of white. We'll give it a text stroke transparency of 0 as well, and we'll make it say settings. Alright, cool. So you can't really see it, so we're gonna do something about that. So yeah, I guess what we can do is first, yeah, that doesn't do anything on images, but I thought there was a different way that I figured out, but I guess not. Alright, so anyways, what I guess we'll do is duplicate this. We'll rename this duplicated one to, what should we call border? And the original one to, background. Alright, so now the border, the background, let's just, change the z-index to 4. Text label z-index to 5. Alright, and now this border will be a darker color, and we'll just bring it out a little here, a little here, a little here. Alright, now that looks extremely uneven. We don't want to have like a huge border, just a little, and try to make it even. So let's Alright, so that's even. Alright, so that's good now. We can rename this to title. And yeah. Alright, so now we'll have another frame inside of this frame, and we'll just make the z-index to 4 or 3. And we'll have it right about here, and we'll do the size on the x is 1,0 and the y is 0.9, and yeah, that's good. And then we're going to set the background transparency to 1, and we'll inside of it have a UI list layout, and also we can rename this to rename it to content. Alright, so now what we're going to do is have a frame in here, in the contents frame, and we'll set the size to 0.9, 0. Here, we'll do 0.8, 0, 0.1, 0, and we can make it like a 0.118 on the y, and we can make the x just 1, 0. Alright, so now what we're going to do is this first one will be, hold on. Let's just scale this in a little, scale it in here, here. Trying to make it even, but this UI list layout is not the greatest for sizing. So once we get this first frame, it should be a lot better. Alright, so I guess the easiest thing to do instead of this, we'll just leave the size at 1, 0. And then the contents frame we'll make like that. So we'll have the size of the contents frame be 0.8 on the X, comma 0, and the position 0.1 on the X. Alright, so now that we got that settled, inside we will have first of all, we want to make this a round frame. Alright, and we want to then bring the z-index up to 4 so that we can see it like that. We'll set the image color to a grayish color. Not too dark, but not too light. Something like that, 183, 182, 185. That looks good. Alright, so now in here is where we will like put all of our settings buttons. So the only setting we really have right now, other than like we will add the adjust speed, and so the 3 settings we have right now, the like max speed, max jump, which we don't have yet, but we will make in this video, and the walk on water toggle. So I guess that's what we'll do first. So inside this frame, we will have a text label. This text label will be of size 0.2, 0, 1, 0. And then we can make it like actually on the X 0.5, 0. We will do a simple text scale to true, a font to sources sans bold, a text to walk on water, colon, a text color to white, text stroke transparency to 0, a z-index to 5, a background transparency to 1. Alright, so that's that. I guess we can make this like that and like that. So keep it as a 0.5 on the X, then just move it over like that. Alright, cool. So that's that. Yeah, we can change this to setting. And then what we're going to do is have our button. So I have a text button. We'll make this round as well. So first, let's set this z-index to be 5. We'll make it round. So this will just make the size 0. Sorry about that. We will we'll make the size of the button to be 0.4, 0.3, 0, 1, 0. And we will have the text, the round 5 version of it, have a z-index of 5, and this one have a z-index of 6. You can make the width bigger, and then drag it over here. Make the height smaller. Then the width smaller. And that actually looks pretty good. So we'll just change this to background, or we'll just do round, call it round. And we'll set the image color 3 to green. And we'll have in the text button, we'll have a text scale to true, font sources sans bold, a color of white, text stroke transparency of 0, and a text of on. Alright, so let's just take a second and go into our where our button, our toggle on and off walk on water button script is right now. We'll just go in there and we'll just copy that local script, and inside of our text button we will paste this local script in. And yeah, so that, and what we also want to do, we want to do local walking, here, we'll just do local can collide is equal to this. So then we'll do is equal to not can collide. And then we'll do if can collide. If can collide, then what we want to do is script.parent.round.image color3 is equal to color3 dot from RGB, and we'll just use our color wheel to pick out not the brightest red, so like 254. Nah, we'll do 244, 234, comma 0, comma 0, and we'll have in else. We'll just have it as the color it is right now, which is pure lime green. So that 0 and 255. All right, so yeah, let's try that real quickly. Or I guess first we should have a button that enables this. So let's go ahead and add a button into our settings GUI, and we'll bring it over here. We'll make it roundified. We'll make this z-index to 3, this z-index to 2. We'll duplicate that, z-index to 1. This one will be border or shadow. This one will be round. Then this will have a size of 0.1, 0, 0.1, 0. We'll bring that here. We'll make it a little smaller. And yeah, we'll probably, like in the finished game, you'd probably use like a settings logo, but right now, don't want to go grab an image of that. So we'll just do just text of settings. So we want this same nice color as the background color. And we can also do text color of white here and a text stroke transparency of none. And yeah, there we go. We can also have our shadow here. Just come down, and we can give it the same shadow color as the frame has. So like that. There you go. We have the settings button. So we need a script in it so that it can actually be functional. Let's go into like one of our, like this one. We'll do that one, and then come in here. We'll have a local script, paste this, and so we want that to be visible false. And we also want classes. We can't do that like that. We need classes / fusions dot frame. Yes, dot frame dot visible is equal to false. Script dot parent dot parent dot frame. Yeah, so this should work. So let's see. Okay, so I accidentally closed Roblox Studios. Well, the file at least. But I'm back in here, so we can go here, go into our settings GUI real quick, make this frame visible false, and click play. Alright, well, so that doesn't work right now, but let's just check if the actual, like the tween doesn't work, I mean. So let's just check if the actual thing is like working. Alright, so I'm walking on water as you see right now. If I click this, then I fall through. If I click it while I'm underwater, then I'm trapped. Alright, cool. It works. Alright, so the tween does work. I think I was just like clicking too fast. Alright, cool. So that's the settings UI part of this down. So, I mean, you really don't really need me that much now. I mean, I'll show you how to make this speed max thing, and I'll show you how to make the jump thing. Try to do it pretty quickly. Alright guys, well actually I'm sorry about that, but this video has been going on too long for my liking, so we will have a settings part 2 that we will add the jump power and the other things, but that video won't take as long, so I promise we'll get those things done in that video because we already have this settings UI made. So the last thing I want to do is rename this text button to open/close. And go into the local script, change, not the open close button, local script, the content frame text button local script. And when we change it to red, we want script.parent.text to be equal to off, and then script.parent.text equal to on when we turn it on. Alright, so that being said, guys, save your games to make sure that you don't lose your progress. And please, guys, leave a like and subscribe. We're at like 950 subscribers, just 50 more to 1K, guys. Please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the second part of the settings UI and any other videos. So, see you in the next one, guys.